So the logistics piece first, and Jimmy, I went over a little bit of this with you. What we're going to do is Coach Carey is going to get up here and say a few words about Jimmy. Jimmy's going to share some thoughts with us of his own. We're going to do some signing, some important signing of documents, and then we're going to pose for a whole bunch of photos, and then you guys are going to get on to practice. And in terms of mask wearing protocols, Jimmy's got the honor of being up here on his own, so he gets to take his mask off. And Coach and I, when we're talking up here, we'll get to do the same. And family, when you come up for photos, you're welcome to take your masks off as well. But for any of you guys, when you're up here posing, we'll put masks back on just so we can make sure we are following all of our necessary safety protocols that we have to follow in this day and age. So that's our logistics plan to keep us moving smoothly. The framework for this event, so like many things this year, we're holding these events very differently than we have in the past. So usually this is an opportunity for us to either 2 or 3 times a year to get all of our student athletes together who are signing or committing to play their chosen sport in college. And it's a really nice way to get people from different sports and fans from different sports and families from different sports together. This year we've had the challenge of having to keep our numbers low in terms of attendance. So one of the ways that we've decided to do that is by doing these signings as individual or team signings, right? But the nice thing about that is that it's an opportunity for all of you as a team and a program to be together to honor one of your own as a group, and also for those of you who are thinking about doing this in the future to see a little bit about what it's all about and hopefully aspire to some of that. And so that's the point of being together today. For us as a school, we don't necessarily start out with all of our student athletes with the end goal of playing college sports, right? Like we really value the aspect of middle school and high school sports of just playing them for the joy of playing. But we also recognize that this is a goal for a lot of you, right? And we try to help support you to get you there. Today is really about honoring that process of getting there, right? This is a great accomplishment for Jimmy. And we're here to honor and celebrate that accomplishment, but we're also here to honor and celebrate all the work and all the support that it's taken to get there. So again, as I said before, my piece is designed to be short. I really want to leave the balance of the time for Coach Carrier here to talk about Jimmy and Jimmy for you to talk about this endeavor yourself. But I will just add one piece that I think is important to the equation here. I got the chance to work with Jimmy for a couple of years in our Student Athlete Leadership Academy. And one of the memories that I have with him from that group is that we were studying a module on confidence, right? Both how to inspire it in yourself and inspire it in your teammates. And one of the mechanisms that I used to teach that particular session, and a couple other guys in the room were in there for this, was showing a clip from the movie Hoosiers. And when I did that, I asked the group how many had seen the movie Hoosiers, assuming that everyone had. And there was either just one or maybe 2 people who had, and Jimmy was one of them. And so first, that was amazing to me that very few people had seen Hoosiers, right? But secondly, I've always just remembered that about Jimmy, that he had taken the time to watch that movie and shared in the joy of watching that clip again with me. So Jimmy, it's great to see you up here. We're proud of what you've done, proud of what you're going to continue to do, and I'll turn it over to Coach Carrier for a bit more.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Wade. We appreciate that. And so I'm excited. Like I feel like I'm here with the people I'm closest to at Country Day. That's our JV and varsity basketball team, our coaches. Gotten to know Mr. Mitchell well, and the Mitchell family a little bit, and obviously Jimmy and then the other athletic staff. So in this strange year, in this room right here, who I would want a lot of people to be here, but I'm really thankful that all you guys are here and could be here for that. So a thing to me that I think about when I think about Jimmy is, as a coach, a parent, you want your players and your kids to do things the right way, and that doesn't really have a definition, so to speak. But have any of y'all ever seen Jimmy not do things the right way? I mean, he does it the right way. He does every single thing the right way. And I think I'm looking at all of the whole basketball programs in here right now. And I started here basically July 1st, and would come to workouts. And there would be guys at our workouts. We have how can I say this? We had a wide range of ability at some of our workouts. And so we'd have some guys that were really good players and excelled, and that was one of the most important things in their life. And then we'd have some other kids that just kind of wanted to get out of the house because they're sick of being quarantined. They're like, okay, I'll go to a basketball workout. Well, I noticed after like my first 2 months, I was like, man, I didn't try not to watch a lot of film on the players, and I'm like, this kid Jimmy, he's kind of too good to be true. He's a really good player, but he's going around to these kids that I kind of don't think some of these guys will even make the team, and he's treating them like peers. That's an example of Jimmy doing things the right way. And some of them, he wouldn't know their names, but he made it a point to learn their names and to call them by the name. And the next day before they started, going up to them and encouraging them by their name to be there. That's a skill and a strength that's going a whole lot further than dribbling, passing, and shooting. And that was when I was like, all right, I'm pretty lucky to be associated with somebody like this, because I can tell right away that everybody at our school had a healthy respect for Jimmy, and for good reason. The other thing that strikes me about Jimmy is his love for the game, okay? And we all have something we're passionate about, hopefully. And if you haven't found it, think about him. This guy right here loves basketball so much that he was finding, when you weren't supposed to go anywhere, he was finding gyms to get in. With the help of his dad, I think they really had a great bonding experience over basketball, and that Mr. Mitchell is a coach himself, and their bonding experience through basketball is special. That'll probably always be there with them, and that kind of did my heart good. That it was never an excuse. Hey, we gotta wear a mask. Okay, I'll wear a mask. In workouts for like 2 months, we couldn't get within 6 feet of each other. Okay, that's what we'll do. He was just happy to be there and working his tail off. And that inspired me so much to see him, his love for the game, and that really excited me. Then the whole process of finding a good fit. Jimmy is an unbelievable student, and that is way more important than the basketball. But he understood right away that, hey man, I want to go to a school that academically is an unbelievable fit, and I want to play ball. And he was willing to do whatever it took to find that, not to compromise either, not to compromise the academic piece of it, because sometimes that happens, where somebody be like, this school wants me to play, but academically it's not a great fit, because I kind of have a higher goal academically. And Jimmy found both, and I can take zero credit for it. This kid went out and on his own researched everything, sent videos, calls, sent emails, sent texts, and then would update me on everything. I've never had such an easy time trying to find a good fit for a player. Like I said, I did very little, but just when the coach called me and said he was going to offer him, being like, all right, that's awesome. And I got to feel kind of some pride for doing nothing, so that made me feel good. Thank you for that, Jimmy. But last thing I want to say about Jimmy is Jimmy, this is my first year here, and we have had a tough year of wins and losses. Okay, there's no doubt about it. All right, and neither one of us saw us. I don't think we came into it thinking we were probably going to go undefeated or anything, but it definitely didn't think we would struggle on the wins and losses department as much as we have. I've never seen our team's commitment and/or one of our main leaders' commitment wane, and we keep approaching the next game like it's the most important. And that there is the lesson that I'll always remember from all of you guys, and from Jimmy, is that I'm sure we got 7 seniors, and I'm sure the wins and losses it definitely has not been anything what we had hoped or wanted. the same right, I was just looking at the poster of the guys, and I'll always love these 7 guys, and what they've given and what they've done. And I think, Jimmy, you'll be able to come back with your teammates and look at this program year in and keep getting better and keep achieving and seeing the love that you guys set a culture here. And that was a big part because of you. And I always be indebted to all you guys, but especially, when Jimmy here is getting to achieve one of his goals. Swanee's a great school. I've had friends go there and play basketball. I've never heard one person say one thing bad about it. They love it. They love the school, and they love it forever. I went to Methodist University. It was a good school for me, and I don't really even keep up with them that much anymore. The Swanee grads seem to have like a little bond, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I know Jimmy would be a big part of that. So, Jimmy, we are proud of you. I'm glad that everybody's here to see you. Hopefully draw some inspiration for some of our younger guys, and that you'll be up there soon. So thanks for everything you've done for Country Day basketball and for me and your teammates, Jimmy, and we just couldn't be prouder. So at this moment, I'll let Jimmy say a couple things, and then he will sign his life away. All right? Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Coach. Can you guys hear me all right? All right, so thank you for Coach. I really appreciate that. First, I just wanted to, thank all you guys for coming, taking time out of your day. And this isn't really how I'm sure you guys imagined it with, probably half capacity at most. But, it just means a lot. Hopefully I won't talk for too long, but I got a lot of people to thank. So, I certainly didn't do this by myself. First to my parents, I can't thank you guys enough. You've built, and just all the values that I know, it's all from you guys. And my love for being a part of a team and my competitive spirit is from you. And I really couldn't imagine going to college and not being a part of a team. And you guys certainly did everything in your power to make this possible. And I just can't thank you guys enough. To my teammates as well, I really appreciate you guys coming into the JV guys too. I don't know some of you guys, that well, and I hardly talk to some of you guys, and for you to, come an hour before practice when you probably should be doing homework or something, or just, stretching really means a lot to me. And this season, as kind of Coach Carrier said, we were just really fortunate to be playing, and we wanted to make the most of it. And there's been a lot of opportunity for our team really to break apart with how things have been going. But I think really our struggles and kind of this process, wearing masks and not being able to ride the bus together is actually made us a lot closer. And I'm just really fortunate to get to play with you guys every day. I know that I think this season more than any, we've lost. I've to be honest, I've lost count of how many games straight. But I wake up every day excited to get to spend time with you guys. And for this last week, however long, we're gonna try and extend it as long as possible. But I'm really gonna try and just cherish getting to know you guys more. And a lot of you guys I've been with since junior kindergarten, and I'm really gonna miss not having around next year. So that's definitely gonna be hard. But I just love you guys, and JV too. I can't thank you guys enough for coming. Coaches too. I've had just so many great coaches. I can't think of one that hasn't been huge for me. Coach Ed Addy on the AAU side. He couldn't be here today, but I met him when I could hardly. I was still shooting from my chest, and he stuck by me for. I think it was 8 or 9 years, with my dad too. A lot of the memories that, we built were, on road trips or in the hotel, not necessarily on the court, but, playing, just trying to find the best tournaments possible and playing the best teams possible really, was huge for my game, and I love that experience. To the assistant coaches this year, Coach Bethel and Coach Gardner, Coach Goodrum, Coach Blanco and Coach Grant as well. I don't think they're here, but getting to know you guys this year has really been awesome. I wish it could have been longer, but the things that you guys are teaching us, you know, myself and throughout the whole program, it's it's already starting to resonate, you know, every day. I really do think we're getting better. Things that I didn't do, you know, 6 months ago before I knew you guys, I was doing now. And I really appreciate that. And Coach Grant as well. He was really huge for me throughout the whole recruiting process, with just, you know, a lot of the experience he'd had being a coach at the collegiate level. And for a while I thought, you know, I was pretty dead set on doing a year of prep school next year, which, you know, was really a foreign idea for me and was pretty scary, to be honest. But just his guidance to me every day at practice and, you know, letting me know what that experience would be like was really comforting, and I can't thank him enough for that. But, you know, I was really fortunate this opportunity came about, and I couldn't be happier. And to Coach Carrier, too, you know, I think this is the most I've ever enjoyed basketball. It's hard for me to say that. You know, I didn't think I could love the game anymore till I met you you know, on a Zoom call. I've hardly seen you without a mask, but, you know, it's been, you know, quite the ride. And, you know, everyone in the program, we respect you more than you can know. And, you know, we love getting to play for you, and, you know, you make basketball so exciting, and we're ready to run through a wall to try and get a win for you. So you know, I'm sure I can speak for everybody in that, you know, you're huge, and, you know, the lessons that you teach us, and I can't thank you enough for all your help you've done for me. And the role that you've played for me has really been irreplaceable. And I'm not sure if this is being recorded or anything, but to Coach Emerson and Coach Stone up on the mountain, I can't thank you guys enough either for getting to know me, you know, throughout the summer months and, you know, the fall and now the winter, and, you know, taking a chance on me and inviting to your program was really a dream come true. And the visit that I had on campus, I knew right away that, you know, it was a place that I'd want to be, and just an opportunity I couldn't, you know, pass up on. So I'm just really excited. You know, thank you again, everybody, for being here.
I told you did everything the right way, and spoke the truth on that. So at this time, Jimmy is going to sign his letter, basically his letter of intent, and a ceremonial letter. So is there 2 things to sign, or at least 2 things?
Yeah,
to sign?
there's 2. But.
So he will sign these. So sign away, my man. He's a pro.